Right.
You just take your shoes off. Get the carpet
What about
dirty.
yours?
I have to wear these because if I've been traipsing along in the workshop, I'd pick up sealant on my shoes. I'll be YouTube. Right. I'll just calm that down in it first. I'll keep it running so it's just got a bit
Come
of.
down there the way with the camera.
Just switch that off for a second. What's it say now? Oh, it's dropped down 2 degrees, believe it or not. Right, so what we've got is a control panel and a heating control panel up here. So the first things you want to do when you get into the van is you can switch that one on. Obviously this is the one you need to switch on, which is the 12 volt systems. Okay, it is switched on at the moment. I can just wave my hand in front of it, it lights it up, just to wake it up. So that is your 12 volt master switch. Okay, that needs to be obviously operating because everything in the van has got some kind of 12 volt systems operating on it. So you need to switch that on there. Don't switch your water pump on straight away, I'll tell you in a second. That is your master switch for your lights, dimmable lights, and your awning light. So if you remember, awning light I've also got on the fob. We've also got a light switch there, and there's also a light switch here. So you've got 3 options of switching an awning light on. Don't ask me why, but that's how it is. Okay, so once you've switched that on, as I said, don't switch your water pump on straight away. What you need to do is check things first. So you check your drain, which is sitting underneath your seat now.
Yeah.
There's a yellow lever drain. I don't know if you had that on your previous fan or not.
No.
Too long ago, we can't remember.
It might be a different
We're
heating
talking
system.
20 odd years ago now. So.
Yeah, so it's probably a Carver water heater, I would expect. So you see that yellow lever there?
Yep.
That's in the closed position at the moment. That allows the water to run around your system. Okay?
Yep.
So make sure that's shut. Make sure all the taps are shut.
That's in the closed position.
Yeah. So that won't drain out onto the ground out underneath.
Looks like it's in the
I would
open
thought it was
position,
open.
wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
No, that's closed. When it lifts up into that position, that's when it's
that's
open.
how-
I
oh,
see.
yeah, so
Right,
we
okay.
Yeah, so it drains
right.
out.
Not a turn. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a flip
Flip
up.
up, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So make sure all your taps are shut and the drain shut before you do anything. Then you can switch your water pump on. Okay. And all we do is open up the tap on the cold side. And switch it on. Quiet for a second. Right. So what I always do is get the cold side running first. It's coming direct from the Aperol. Then you'll see a bit, mainly sputtering. I've already primed it. You might see a bit more sputtering in a minute. So once I've got a solid stream on that, the reason why I do that is because if you remember outside that pipe, if that does curl up, it's just going to be drawing air and you won't be getting any water because it's quicker coming through on the cold side than the hot side. What you're doing on the hot side when you open that up is filling your hot water tank. Okay, so if you had just air drawing through, you'd just be there for ages and nothing coming through. So with the cold side, you can see it more or less straight away that you've got water coming. Then turn it across the hot side. Again, open it up, you'll see a lot of sputtering of air for a couple of minutes. What that's doing is trying to get the air out of the boiler if you drain that previously. So that drain down there will drain your boiler and the rest of your tap system if you drain that previously. Okay, so hot side, once you've got a solid stream, you know your hot water tank's full. Okay, do the same with each tap, get all the air out of the system. So what you've got is the pump that's on board is pressure switched. So if there's any air in there, it will take longer to shut down. Okay, right. So it should more or less shut. Just like trying to hear it now. You can feel it. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear it. The longer it takes to shut off, that means there's more air still in there. Okay. Right. All right. Happy with that?
Yeah.
You're not looking confident there.
It's a lot to take in when you've not done it before.
Well, that's why we got the camera.
Yeah.
Because obviously that makes a big difference. If you left here now, you'd be just so much information gone in or partly gone in, you forget. YouTube's quite a useful tool. There's a lot of stuff on there about caravans, and there's obviously people on site as well. Wardens usually on sites, usually live in their own caravan on site. A lot of the caravan club or the camping and caravan club do, and there's a lot of information there. A lot of people that can help. All right. So
you go through all the water testing before you open that up.
No, that's closed at the moment. So that's in the right position.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it's ready to get water through the system. If you didn't close that, all that would be happening was the water would be drawn from the Aperol and gone straight down out through that onto the ground outside. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Right.
that keeps the water in and should be coming out the tap. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So
It's just that you know all this off by
I know,
heart, so
I know,
you're making
that's the problem.
assumptions that we
Yeah.
know what we're.
yeah, well, if at any point you think, oh, no, I'm not sure what you're talking about, obviously just tell me.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of this information. I'm talking to people, I can see the eyes glazing sometimes. They've obviously gone round the outside, they've had that much information already. Jump in here, then I start talking about that thing there or that thing there. And it's like, oh, hang on a minute, this is just way too much. I'd be the same. If anything new, I was going into, it's usually one item you're looking at, isn't it? Rather than that. Fridge, heating, all this other stuff.
Yeah, so just to recap, when we come in then, the first thing you do is to switch that,
switch that on.
power on there.
Yeah, that's all you need to do, unless you want lights, which is them ones there.
Yeah.
So that switches the power on, which gives you 12 volts. Make sure the drain's shut. Make sure all your taps shut. Make sure your bathroom taps are shut, because I've done that mistake before now and ended up with water going everywhere. Then you switch your water pump on, open the cold tap, get the air out of that. Once you've got a solid stream, turn it across to the hot side. Do exactly the same on the hot side, which will take a couple of minutes because you've got a 10-litre tank.
Where is that tank?
It's right in that corner.
Right in the
so you've got the drain there, the tank is right in that corner.
Okay, and
Right,
that's
and
just
that's your
that
hot
just
water.
holds hot water.
Yeah.
So
So it
does
does when
it-
it's heated, yeah.
So the process of that is how does that actually heat up, and how long does it stay heated?
It's obviously insulated, but I'm going to show you next how to
All right.
operate the heating.
Okay.
Okay. That heating system in the corner there is a boiler, and it heats the system that's obviously central heating around your van as well.
Yeah.
So it's all in one unit, which is controlled by this control panel here. That's the on-off button there. So you can see there's a nice little green light in it. That's saying it's okay.
Yeah.
There won't be any heating operated at the moment because we've got a 31.5 degrees in here already. The maximum you can set the heating is 30, so there's no heating going to be coming on.
Yeah.
What I wanted to show you normally is there's a little circular icon that sits in that corner when the heating's running.
Right.
Obviously, I can't show you because the heating's
Yeah.
shut off.
Yeah.
Might be able to show you in the book in a sec. So what's shown on our main screen is that's your room temperature. That there is to say you've got electric connected.
Right.
Okay. It's not saying it's running on electric. It's just there ready to use. If it's not there, you won't be running on electric. If you have a look at the consume unit, which is just sitting over this corner,
Yeah.
see that orange button there?
Yeah.
Heating and hot water. If I switch that off, have a look on the screen now, top right hand corner,
Yeah.
little plug's
Oh,
gone.
it's gone.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
won't be operating on electric. Ooh, I've lost my slipper. Right. So just make sure that is switched on before you try and operate this on electric. Okay.
So that's another thing we've got to do first before.
Yeah, before you do that.
So the electric-
you can leave that switched on. That's
Yeah.
no problem. As soon as you unplug the electric to go home, it will switch it off anyway.
Right.
And it's not going to damage anything.
And the 12 volt kicks in automatically or not?
Now the 12 volt, what do you mean by 12 volt? The 12 volt runs everything in the van, or there's something in the background of everything in the van. Once you just switch that on, that's it, your 12 volts
Right.
connected.
Yeah.
Okay?
Your mains is only converting everything to 12 volt anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you meant once you hook up to the car, then the car provides the electric for the
For the fridge.
for the fridge.
Yeah, for the fridge and the charger
Yeah.
will come from 12 volts from your car, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright? Okay, so if you want to change anything, press the menu button. So the top line is your thermostat. Okay, so it's showing, I've set it to 19 degrees. Obviously nothing's going to happen until the temperature drops to 19 degrees.
Do I zoom on this?
Yeah, on that one there, just
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
okay. So if you want the heating running, obviously you increase it. Obviously, if it's 30 degrees already, you're not going to get any heating operating. If you don't want the heating running, all you do is just bring the temperature below what the room temperature says, and that little icon disappears, and that's your heating stopped. Okay, until obviously the temperature naturally drops to that, and it allows the heating to come on. Okay. Next one along is your water heating. Okay, so that's water heating off. Press the plus button, it goes green. Half a triangle coloured in. That's your normal setting for your water heating. Okay. If you want to, you can boost it. If I press the plus button again, full triangle coloured in now, that's going to boost the temperature of the water for 30 minutes. It'll be above 65 degrees, and that will do that for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, it will allow it to revert back to normal running, or you can just press that manually, it goes back.
Right.
Okay, so the
So
reason
on the normal, is that hot enough for a shower?
I would say it's probably best to boost it for a period before you have a shower.
Right, okay.
On board, obviously, the shower, you are limited to how much water you've got.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you've only got 40 litres of Aquarol, or you've got the onboard tank as well, the hot water tank, which is only 10 litres. As soon as you start drawing the hot water out of there, it starts topping up with cold water.
Yeah.
So you are limited to how much water
Yeah.
you've got. So best to boost it, gives you that bit of extra for that period of time. But it is limited, so just be aware of that. Okay.
Yep.
Happy with that. What will also happen when it's on boost, if the heating is running, it will actually shut the heating down for that period of time as well, because what it's doing is
Yeah.
stopping the heat being drawn away from the boiler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one is energy. So that's all then. I keep putting. That's it. Very sensitive. Right. So that's all energy off at the moment. If I want to run it on electric, I've got options of 1, 2, or 3 kilowatts, and I've also got option of gas. So with this, you can run it on either or. So if you've got no electric, you can run it on gas. If you don't want to use your gas, you can just run it on electric, or you can use both. Okay. The reasons why you may want to use both. So say in the summer now, obviously the temperature we've got at the moment, 2 kilowatts is probably efficient enough to heat your water. Okay, unless you want to boost it, then you probably want to use a bit more energy.
Right.
Okay, so in the summer, as I said, you probably won't. Hopefully, if it's temperature like this, you won't need any heating going. So it's just there, just heating your hot water.
Right.
Okay. In the winter, it may struggle to get that energy to get the temperature you want. Okay. If you imagine if you've got an electric kettle at home, which is around about 2 kilowatts, it's not trying to heat the kitchen and the hot water at the same time, is it? Plus, it's only about a couple of litres, whereas this is trying to heat 10 litres. So best thing to do is have an option of both. Well, obviously gas is really efficient anyway. What it will do is use both energies from cold, gets up to temperature, gas is knocked off, and it'll tick over on the electric then, until you use either all the hot water or the temperature drops, like leaving the door wide open, and then the gas will come back in again and heat it back up again.
Right.
Okay. Okay, happy with that. That's your basics of that. There is a lot of.
So that's better than to have a spare tank.
But for gas, it's all depending on what time of year you tend to caravan. Yeah. If you're going out in the summer, or the warmer months, I can make a gas bottle last all year.
Oh,
but if you're going in the colder months, then you will start using more gas.
Yeah.
Okay. Or if you're on non-electric sites, so you haven't got electric hookup, then again, yes, you're going to be using a lot of gas. Okay, because you'd probably like to be using your fridge on gas and your hot water. Okay, and those are cooking.
So how long typically with one of those little tanks? Things?
It's difficult to say. If you were flat out day, if you had the heat, if you had no electric connected, if you were on the heating, water heating, fridge, cooking, it may last a day, 2 days. So it doesn't last that long if you've got it flat out.
Right.
Yeah. But I take it most of these caravan sites will have options to purchase.
Yeah.